Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's a good midday. How do I feel about the game tonight? I'm not too confident about it, but it seems to me as if for some reason most of the Louisville fans that I've been conversing with are not too confident about Louisville either. I don't know. Miller Moss is not playing great for them. They do have a good run game, though, which is Clemson's weakness. Clemson has a hard time stopping the run. And also, Clemson seems to, for whatever reason, play better on the road than they do at home this year. So, I don't know. Right now, Louisville is favored by 2.5. I think the line opened at 3.5 on Monday or Sunday or whatever last week. And the betting line has moved. People are betting on Clemson. So that's usually a bad sign. I don't know. I will be live tonight, though, at kickoff or before kickoff for the game. They have been playing better the past few weeks. Clemson has. They've gotten better. But they still have a lot of problems. I mean, offensively, they've played a lot better the past couple of weeks. Defensively, though, not so great. I think we could see a high-scoring game tonight. I think we could see like a 35-28 or something like that. Yeah, the defense has been the biggest shock of the season. I agree with you. I mean, you got a bunch of guys on that team right now. They're going to be drafted in the NFL in a few months. They don't play like it, though. You know what? That's a good question, Robert. Let's look at it right now. Let me pull it up. Let's make a decision, shall we? We shall. Oops. Nigerian basketball. What? I'm not Colby. Here we go. All right. So, obviously, I'll be live tonight for Clemson and Louisville. We also there's a couple of good games tonight, Minnesota and Oregon. So we'll watch both those games tonight. And they're back-to-back. Let's see. The 12 o'clock games tomorrow are Notre Dame and Pittsburgh. That's a definite candidate there. South Carolina, Texas A&M. Uh-oh, 12 o'clock slot's looking like a winner so far. I'm not going to lie. Michigan and Northwestern, Wisconsin and Indiana. Arizona and Cincinnati. There's a bunch of good games on at 12. This might be the best 12 o'clock slate we've seen all year. Let's get down to the 3:30 games here. Arkansas and LSU. We'll talk about LSU today because they boy. Man, we all get accused of being homers, but some of these LSU fans are in a complete delusion land. La la land. I mean la la land. They are way out there. Way out there. They have lost touch with all reality. Let's see here. Where are we at here? All right, so here's at 3 o'clock, Oklahoma and Alabama. That's another good game. Iowa and Southern Cal. Man, we got a bunch of good games this week. So right now, both the 12 o'clock and 3:30 spot are looking like absolute winners. Georgia Tech and Boston College, that'd probably be no contest. Boston College is an absolute dumpster fire. Georgia Tech should roll them. UCF and Texas Tech. Texas Tech's favored by 23.5. They'll probably blow them out. Virginia and Duke. This is a big game in the ACC right here. You've got a ranked team in Virginia sitting there ranked at 19 with one ACC loss. Officially one ACC loss. And Duke is favored at home, and they're unranked. Now, the reason is, I think, is because Chandler Morris is out of the game. So that makes sense to me. I do think Duke will win that game, but you never know in the ACC, bro. You never know. Penn State, Michigan State's kind of a non-factor there. Where are we at? What's up, Jay? Where are we at here? Let's see what some of the primetime get. New Mexico State and Tennessee. The only people in the whole country who will watch that game is Tennessee fans. Now we're getting into the part of the season where a lot of these Power 4 teams start playing nobodies, you know, and it's starting this week. You see it at the beginning of the year, you see it at the end of the year. New Mexico State. Holy shit. By the way, I might take New Mexico State a plus 39.5. I think Tennessee only wins by 38. I'm just kidding. I'm not betting that game. I'm not that much of a degenerate, I don't think. North Carolina, Wake Forest. How is Wake Forest only favored by 6 over North Carolina? That's interesting. Florida and Ole Miss. All right, so here we are to the primetime games now. Florida and Ole Miss. Utah and Baylor. Purdue and Washington. Texas, Georgia. Let me ask you this, because there's games on at all time slots that are good. Let me ask you guys a question. Which time slot would you want to see me stream if you had to pick? Because it looks to me, look at this one, Virginia Tech and Florida State. The doo-doo bowl there. What's up, Melis? What's up, Jeremy? I could just put up a poll on my community post and see what people want me to stream. I think the best slate of games is actually the 12 o'clock slot, though. 3:30 and 7:30. We got to pick one. You mean 3:30 or 7:30? Arkansas and Texas. All right, now we're on to next week. There you go. So if I had to choose, if it was me choosing, which it should be me choosing, I'm the one streaming. Right now, I'd probably pick the 12 o'clock slot. There's a bunch of good games on at 12. It'll probably be that one. It'll either be 12 or 3:30. From the looks of it, I'm not going to do the primetime games. I think there's better games on the other two time slots there. So. So I posted a video yesterday about. Hold on, give me a second here. I'll be right back in like 10 seconds. I don't know about the food yet. I think Mrs. Peete was talking about doing some kind of buffalo chicken dip. I don't know yet. But anyway, I posted a video yesterday about the Brian Kelly situation. Everyone pretty much that follows college football has seen what's going on with the Brian Kelly situation. They fired him or relieved him of his duties, I guess is what they're saying now. They're saying they didn't fire him. They relieved him of his duties, which is the same fucking thing. Back on, I believe, October 26th after they got blown out in a game. So then, to make a long story short, they come to him, they say, look, we'll give you $25 million to go away and shut up. He says, no, you owe me $54 million. Then they come back and say, we'll give you $30 million. And he says, no, you owe me $54 million. And then they come at him and say, well, you're not officially fired. So now we're going to try to fire you with cause and not pay you anymore. This is a pretty open and shut case here. So Brian Kelly is suing LSU, as he should, for the full amount of the buyout. Because if you're going to fire the guy with cause, you would have done that from the beginning. You wouldn't do it a month later after he rejected both of your offers. Now, this is a pretty open and shut case in my opinion. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm married to one. And it just so happens the lawyer that I'm married to negotiates government contracts every fucking day. Tens of $million contracts with government every day. She looked at this. Now, she did tell me openly that she has not looked at Brian Kelly's contract, so she can't really be definitive about what's in it if she hasn't read it. However, there's no precedence for this at all. There has never been a university that's refused to pay a buyout and has won, ever. Also, most of them do pay the buyout because they know they can't win. Now, the mental gymnastics that some LSU fans are the hoops that they're jumping through is unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Let's look at this jabroni from yesterday real quick. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, people accuse me of being a homer. This guy is a definition of one. Here you go. This is a comment on my video yesterday from somebody who calls himself Jimbo's Painting 2569. He says, do your research, bud. That lawsuit will never get paid. Okay. He then says, let me turn this down a little bit. He then says, LSU knows it will lose, but in Louisiana, the governor has to sign off on the payout, which will never happen. First of all, That's not true. I don't know what he's talking about. If a judge orders them to pay, they got to pay. The governor doesn't override a judge. So he's wrong right on the first fucking sentence right there. Other coaches aren't pushed back because of this, because the facts are that Brian Kelly no-called, no-showed. So he's banking on the fact that LSU is now lying about not firing him. Like Brian Kelly woke up after that loss and said, you know what, I'm just not going to go into work today. That's what he's saying. Like they didn't call him into the office and say, hey, you're fired. You're relieved of your duties. And he just didn't show up. That's what he's banking on, which is obviously not true. Of course, everybody knows that's not true. You'd have to be retarded to think it is. Now listen to this. This is where he gets really delusional. Scott and him had a convo on the current situation, and he had a grin on his face, drooling and thinking he had a huge payout. No. It wasn't about a conversation between him and Scott. It's in the fucking contract, buddy. Louisiana will never pay the buyout even if Brian wins, Pete. Yes, they will. If he wins, they're paying him. And here's the kicker here. Don't state stuff you really don't know. It makes you look uneducated.
The forecast for today is partly stupid with 100% chance of dumbass. Wrong. Congratulations. You tried and you failed miserably.
To which I responded, okay, we'll see if he gets paid or not. And then I said, and good luck finding a big-time coach who will do business with LSU after this disaster, which is another big thing here. Now, here's the other. Now, this is how you know this guy's just a total fucking homer right here. Listen to this. Listen to this shit. Everyone hated Brian Kelly is now siding with him is a complete joke. If he was as deplorable as you all say, and as bad of a guy as you all say, common sense tells you that if you have a way out of the buyout, just clearly is for Brian to get screwed. Karma is real. So he says I sound uneducated. And now what he's saying is, if you don't like Brian Kelly, which I don't, that means that you have to agree with LSU here. Because if you don't like Brian Kelly and he's done all these terrible things, then karma is what should matter in the end, not the law. Not the fuck contracts, karma. This guy's living on fucking fantasy land. So he's an LSU fan who's in a bad way. And so he's jumping through all these mental gymnastic hoops to try to justify LSU not paying what they owe this man. I guarantee you, if I went back and looked at this guy's comments on YouTube for the past year, up until Brian Kelly got fired, he probably defended him to the hilt. Now he's on LSU's side and wants, not to have to pay him. Who's this guy? Jeffrey Scott says people are siding with Brian Kelly not because he's a nice guy, but in this case, he's completely in the right, which he is. You can spout all your nonsense that LSU won't pay, but they will. All schools do. And LSU isn't special from any other university. Pete is correct. A current big-time coach won't have anything to do with LSU, because if they did do it to Brian Kelly, why would they not do it to them? And with all the other big jobs currently open, and the ones that will open at the end of the season, why would anyone go to a school that's going to renege on promises they made to you? LSU is easily one of the top 3 or 5 jobs in the country. I agree with that. But from the governor, the university is not standing behind what was promised in the contract. And finally having the audacity to say Monday that he wasn't fired. I lost my place. They look like an absolute clown show. Which is 100% correct. This guy's yeah. Oh, man. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Pete. How are you, sir, on a Friday morning? I got to tell you, the LSU thing is, the reputation of LSU is going to be tarnished if they don't pay him. And everyone hated Brian Kelly. When he went to the school, everyone went, this does not match well. He does not belong with an SEC team. When he did his stupid ass dance with his players, which was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life of a coach, that was the start. That was the beginning of the end to me.
No, it's just to me like, people lack critical thinking, right? So they go, if you don't like this is the same thing that happens with Trump, right? Mm-hmm. Trump could cure cancer tomorrow, but the people who hate Trump would still hate him for it. Like, absolutely. Okay, so Brian Kelly, I don't like Brian Kelly. I think he's a clown. I don't think he's a very good person. I think he treats his employees like shit. I think he treats his players like shit. I mean, everything tells me, all my red flags are up about Brian Kelly. But that does not change the fact that he signed a contract that LSU and him agreed to, and they owe him fucking money. Period.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with whether or not like Brian Kelly or not.
Right. Does he deserve his $50 million? Not really, but at the same time, he has a contract that says they're going to pay him $50 million. So pay up.
This should be a lesson to every one of these schools who gives these coaches these giant contracts and these giant buyouts.
Yep.
If you're not willing to pay for it, don't give it to them. It's pretty much that simple.
Right. Right. Now, I understand the enticement of trying to get a coach and saying, okay, well, we will pay you X amount of dollars. We're going to pay you $9 or $10 million a year. And, if something were to happen, then your buyout is going to be X amount of dollars. And they probably put that in the contract to entice the coach to come. And the coach has a cushion to fall on if he is fired. I get it, understand it. But at the same time, maybe they'll look at it and go, maybe we shouldn't be offering that damn much money.
Well, here's the other thing, too, is this should be an easy win for Brian Kelly if he has any, competent lawyers, which I'm sure he does, because he's got money to buy good lawyers.
Yeah.
If they were going to fire him with cause, which is what they're trying to say they're going to do now, a month later or whatever, 3 weeks later, they would have done that from the beginning.
Right.
If you really believed that you had a reason to fire your coach with cause and not pay him, why wouldn't you just do that from the start? Why would you offer him $25 million and then $30 million? And when he says, go fuck yourself, now you're like, oh, well, you know what? You're technically, we haven't signed the termination papers yet, so you're still an employee and you haven't showed up for work in 3 weeks, so now we're going to fire you for it. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's happy horse shit. He was fired that Saturday night. He lost the game.
Yeah, of course he was. You think Brian Kelly just decided not to show up the next day for work? No, they told him not to.
Show him in the offices at early Sunday morning, packing up his shit and putting it in his car. There's video of him doing that.
Yeah, because they told him not to come in the next day.
That's right. So he knew he was fired. If he wouldn't have packed up his shit, if he didn't know he was fired, that's total happy horse shit that he's throwing.
I wonder. It's funny. Like, you never know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, I wonder if it was like some big booster that was like, you know what? He was probably drunk at some cocktail party. Some booster meeting. And he was like, yeah, fire that son of a bitch. I got $20 million. I'll throw in on it. And then, the next day they fired Brian Kelly, and they call that guy. They're like, all right, man, we did fire him, so we need that $20 million towards this buyout. And he's like, oh shit, I had a little buzz going. I was just talking shit. I ain't giving you nothing.
Right.
And you're like, oh no.
It could be that. It could be right down to that.
Yeah.
But LSU's got. Give me a break. LSU's got shit tons of money to pay him.
Of course they do. Yeah. And look, there has been situations, I think, where the governor has signed off on terminating contracts, but these were low-level contracts, like government contracts and shit like that.
Yeah, how can the governor get involved with a college university? And although, okay, it is Louisiana State University, I get it. Maybe because it is a state college, he can be involved in that. But that just sounds really weird to me, that a governor would be involved in shit like that.
Well, I just listened to Rec Talk's video before the show. He posted a video. He said a lot of the same things that I said in my video, a lot of the same points. But he was like, do you know that Louisiana is the third poorest state in the entire country? The only two states that are poorer than Louisiana are West Virginia and Mississippi.
Yeah,
and this guy's
Mississippi's always there, and West Virginia's always there.
And this guy's worried about college football coach payouts.
Yeah.
I mean, how about focus on education and your economy down there instead of worrying about this? This is a problem with our government. I mean, as a whole, but it's just. I don't know.
Not addressing the real issues and problems of the world out there.
Yeah, and never mind the fact that LSU is not the only university in the state of Louisiana. There's a bunch of universities down there.
Yep.
And I don't know, there's some sort of bad relationship between the athletic director at LSU and the governor, and they've got their own thing going on. It's just a total mess down there. I think this is going to hurt LSU badly.
Well, you know what? Louisiana's been so mismanaged government-wise. I mean, you go back to Hurricane Katrina and look how badly they managed getting people out of New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
And that was on the governor. That was on the mayor of New Orleans at that time, but the governor especially, because Bush, the president at that time, George W., was saying, "Get your people out, get your damn people out of there, because this hurricane is not turning around; it's coming right for your ass." And they paid never mind, and put people in the damn Superdome. And then people, defecating all over the Superdome, rapes, and all this criminal activity happened in the Superdome during Katrina. So I don't know. That told me right there, Louisiana is not a place I want to live. I don't want to have water moccasin for dinner. Do you, Pete?
No, I mean, I don't have a problem in Louisiana. I mean, I've never been to New Orleans, but I really want to go.
I've heard good and bad things about New Orleans.
Well, that's the
friends that are from New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true of every major city. You've got good parts and bad parts, and there's things that you like and things you can not like about it. But it's still an iconic American city with a lot of history and a lot of culture and food and entertainment, music.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy too.
The hell with New Orleans, you can keep it.
What's your problem in New Orleans, Millis? What don't you like about it?
I just don't like the place. Don't care for it. Never have.
You don't like good food and music?
Yeah, I like good food and music, but I can find good food and music somewhere besides New Orleans.
Yeah. Well, you can find.
New Orleans is great. It's got its history, blah blah blah. But I don't personally give a shit about the place.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
Really. Don't hold back. I think you are.
There's a lot of great places in Louisiana you can go that are not New Orleans.
Millis, are you driving right now? Is that what you're doing?
I think he's.
I'm sitting. We're sitting still. We're waiting.
I think he's in
so what I'm seeing is an actual live picture of you in your truck, right?
Yeah, hold on. Y'all want to see it?
Yeah, this is me in my truck. Howdy.
Hold on. Let me put you on the screen here.
We're waiting on
I don't know what's going on here with the
and they don't
What?
There's Millis right here. We're getting to see the back. We're getting to see the backside of your dump truck.
That's not my truck in front of me. That's a different truck.
Oh. Why do you have a different truck?
My truck is right here.
Oh, okay. You're in the truck. Oh, there's a live picture. I thought it was just like a screenshot or something.
Yeah, no, it's a live picture. I'm sitting behind this guy, waiting on the crew to figure out which way to go.
I was about to say, because that dump truck there looks like
highlights in your hair. You look like you got highlights in your hair.
You didn't do what Kirby Smart did and get the highlights, did you?
Look at that. Yeah, you did. Oh my God, Millis has almost got.
Yeah, you look like a Backstreet Boy.
Or you look like one of the Mohicans,
Yeah.
I can see my satellite. How about that satellite?
You remember that show on MTV where they're like, "Where are they now?" He looks like where one of the Backstreet Boys are now.
Except I got 20 years on the Backstreet Boys.
Yee. God damn, son.
Can you sing it? I Want It That Way for us, Millis?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Don't think so. What's up, Lou?
I'll tell you
Now,
this,
there goes
New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans twice in the last 2 years. I've been to Vegas, New York, Atlanta, whatever. And I do like New Orleans. It's not somewhere I would go every year, but it is fun. But it's the seediest place I've ever been.
Yeah.
Outside
Hell, isn't it, Lou?
outside of walking around Jamaica, outside of the resort. It's tedious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get scared. I'm not, I don't get scared to go walking in these cities or whatever. But you better be careful in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right up there with like Memphis. It's like the highest crime rate in the country.
It's one of the crime-riddled cities in our country, yeah.
I still want to go though. I mean, I've never been. I mean, I got to go at least see it at least once.
Yeah.
You know, I need some music, some crawfish, and some beignets, bro.
Well, and you can stay there for free anytime.
I know. At the Harrah's, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And like around the Harrah's is fine. The where Harrah's is, it's fine. But it's, I don't know, 10 blocks from Bourbon Street. And it gets like more dangerous the closer you get away from the Harrah's.
Yeah. So, but instead of just walking, I just take an Uber to the Bourbon Street, right?
I mean, we walked it a bunch during the day,
Yeah.
even once at night, I think. But I don't know. You see people roaming around. Like in Vegas, you see homeless people. You see like the street performers or whatever, and it's kind of funny and just walk past them. And you see that in New Orleans too. But you also see people in New Orleans where like, let's cross the street and walk on the other side.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
There is some of that there.
Yeah.
New Orleans is one of the top 10 crime cities. It's number 8.
I'll tell you the prettiest view in New Orleans is in the rearview mirror.
Boy, Millis really hates New Orleans.
Millis has no love for New Orleans.
I feel the same way about St. Louis also, and Chicago, and New York.
So, does this eliminate a possible Slob Olympics New Orleans trip in the future?
I probably won't go. Y'all have it down there. I won't be at that.
You won't be coming,
I
huh?
don't like that place.
That's all right. You don't come anyway, so what's the difference?
I'm coming to Nashville.
Millis, what you got against Chicago? Chicago, I mean, I know the South Side's bad. I know crime is bad there. But there's parts of Chicago that are terrific.
I guess I just ain't never seen none of them from the windshield of a truck, I guess.
Okay. All right.
I've been trucking 41 years, I've been to all these cities too many times, and I don't ever get to do all the good stuff. I have to go haul freight and shit, and it ain't never good in a big city when you got 18-wheelers.
Yeah, so you just don't like big cities. That's what it is. It's not just New Orleans. I mean, tell us how you feel about Atlanta. Tell us how you feel about Charlotte. Tell us how you feel about Chicago. Tell us how you feel about New York, Miami.
Well,
You don't like any of them, do
you
you?
can keep Miami, you can keep Atlanta. Charlotte ain't so bad. Charlotte's not the worst.
Oh, yeah, Charlotte's, well, yeah, that's not a huge city. I mean, it's like a medium-sized city.
I'd rather do Charlotte than Raleigh.
Then Raleigh, you said?
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
Raleigh. And fuck Dave Dorn, too.
I knew that was coming.
The reason I came on was because I would like to announce that I will accept a $30 million buyout easily. If LSU wants to offer me a buyout, I'll take $20 million. I'm not hard to get along with. I'm just putting that out there. LSU, if y'all see this stream, Millis will accept a $20 million buyout.
No, you wouldn't accept a $20 million buyout if somebody owed you 50. You'd be stupid to do that.
No, yeah, you're right. If they owed me 50, I would want my 50.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't even like Brian Kelly, but he just got to stick to his guns on that 50. It's 54, ain't it?
Yeah, something like that. 54 million.
I know he sucked at LSU, but they hired him. That's on them, dude.
He's going to get paid, and he's probably going to get paid. He's probably going to get paid more than 54 million. He's probably going to get punitive damages too for making them have to sue them to get his money. He's probably going to get more than what he's owed.
And it's good that you guys have had a chance. I'm just tired of this thing. I mean, it looks bad.
He sounds like Tony
It sounds like he took his. Take your head out of the pillow. Yeah. What about Baltimore? I've been to Baltimore before. Now I was young. I don't really remember much about it. But my one of my older sisters was born in Baltimore. My parents used to live there.
Yeah, there's certain places in Baltimore you don't.
Huh?
LSU's not going to find a coach. This is looking bad on LSU.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody in their right mind is going to want to coach at that school if they're going to renege on the buyout.
Yeah. I mean, it's like nobody wants to do channels for Mark Rogers anymore because he doesn't pay him anything. It's the same thing.
Well, Ballard does. Ballard works for free.
Yeah, exactly. But Ballard won't be back next year after he gets $0.00 for all the hard work he's put in this year.
Now, Mark Rogers out here catches strays.
God damn, man. Ballard at least deserves a $10 payout. I mean, come on, Mark. What are you doing?
Is he still working with Mark?
Yeah, he's the only one still working with Mark. I love Mark, but, I mean, he starts a channel that's got 13 subscribers, and he's like, well, I'll let you guys keep all the super chats. Well, ain't nobody super chatting to a 13 subscriber channel, so he already knows that.
He's got the best business plan since the 1860s.
Yeah. 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 He finds people dumb enough to do it for free. I don't know. He's got. I don't know what. I don't know what he's doing over there. He does have the best business plan ever.
I would like to hear his sales pitch to someone who he is trying to get to do that. Like, how does he sell that idea? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
His name, I guess. His name would be,
because it's not even. I could see if somebody was trying to establish themselves on YouTube and Mark Rogers came to him and said, "Hey, I'll give you a show on my main channel because you might get some eyeballs there." But that's not what's happening. He's creating these new channels. Like Ballard's show isn't on the Voice of College Football channel. It's on the Voice of College Football Mississippi State, which has like 4 subscribers or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like no one's watching that.
Yeah.
And he's doing a call-in show with 4 subscribers. I mean, that
he's doing a call-in show.
Yeah, I mean, look, with thousands or even tens of thousands of subscribers, it's hard to get people to call in because it's a very low pool of the amount of people who are the percentage of your subscribers that actually will be willing to call and talk to you. So his percentage is less than 1 person.
Yeah, and then he doesn't actually try to promote Ballard's show on his show to get people to come over.
Now, he did do this other thing, too, that you see a lot now. I'm talking about Mark now. He gets a couple of women who are semi-attractive and has them do a show together. That might be his highest viewed show. And that's, I don't know how many viewers it is. What's that show called?
The Women of College Football.
Oh.
Really?
One of them's an Ohio State lady. I've talked to her before. Doreen or something her name is. She's a form of Chinese.
Yeah, he's got a Chinese girl, and I don't know if she's Filipino or Chinese or whatever, and then a blonde girl.
Yeah.
And look, I'm a red-blooded male. I clicked on it. I don't click on many Mark Rogers videos. I clicked on that one just to see what it was all about, and well. That was the last time I clicked on it.
Well, you clicked on it because there was 2 hot women in the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's exactly why. I wanted to see what was going on over there.
I mean, yeah, you weren't curious about what was going on Mark Rogers' channel. You saw 2 hot women. You clicked on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, David Portnoy started that with Barstool Sports, several years ago.
Yeah. So it worked. I did click on it.
Speaking of Ohio State, though, do you know about this beef that's going on between like these 3 different big Ohio State channels?
No, that sounds amazing. What is it?
It is. One of them is the Zach Smith channel.
Oh yeah, I know Zach Smith.
That Menace channel. So he's got like him and his army of people, and then there's like another one that's called like Juck on Bucks or something like that, and he's got his people, and then there's another podcast that has like ex-players or something on it, but one of them just killed somebody.
What?
What?
In a drunk driving accident.
Oh.
Like 6 months ago or something. And anyway, there's this whole beef going on. That's how I found out about this Doreen lady, because she's in on it. She's on one of them's side too. I don't know which side she's on though, but anyway, it's mostly happening on Twitter. I don't watch their YouTube channels that often. Maybe they're doing it on YouTube too, but it's a lot of back and forth on Twitter. Not really between the people that are running the channels so much as it is the people that watch their channels are. I don't know. It's fast. I love drama, so I don't know. It's fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Zach Smith doesn't like me. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. He was on there talking about that Dabo was a racist. It looked like, he was doing the whole all white players and Dabo was a racist, blah, blah, blah. And, I responded to him and he got mad at me. He got mad at me and went on his live show and went on a rant about me. But he is funny though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He is funny.
I don't watch him on YouTube all that often. He's kind of like a lot of these other people now. I just see clips of him on like Twitter or TikTok or something. I don't watch a lot of these shows. I just see the clips everywhere.
Yeah, that's how I am with too. Like especially with like Pat McAfee show. Like I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the Pat McAfee show, his podcast or whatever. But I see clips all over the place. The same with the Zach Smith. The same with Jason Brown from Last Chance U.
Yeah,
he's got a big podcast, I guess. I've got into it with him on Twitter before too.
Yeah. Joel Klatt.
Yeah, Joel Klatt. Yeah.
I can't stand Joel Klatt. I just he just irks me every time I see him. And just clickbait, it's a 30-second rant he does on a short reel, and I click onto it, see what the son of a bitch says.
I wonder if that drives people to your main platform in general, because it doesn't for me. I'll stop and watch a 30-second Joel Klatt clip when I see it somewhere, but not once have I sought out his main show or whatever. So I wonder, I'm sure that's why people do it, cut their shows up and post them all over in these 30-second clips, is they're trying to drive people to the whole show, wherever that is. But I wonder if it works.
I do it sometimes, and on Twitter, like I'll take a clip of one of my live shows or one of my videos or whatever and post it over there. Here's the thing about Twitter is, if you post a link, like if you share a video to Twitter, like the algorithm on Twitter or X is that they don't like posting links that aren't associated to X, so they don't really push it out there. Now, the people that follow you might see it, but nobody else is going to see it. So the people that follow you probably already subscribe to you. Now, if you just post an actual video that's not a link, then more people will see it. So that's kind of the whole reason to do that over there. Yeah.
My company is in podcasting. That's part of our umbrella of companies that we have. And just a little advice to Ballard. I know he has a YouTube channel, but maybe, just maybe, he ought to do a podcast. And consultants are saying that, okay, there's 1 million podcasts out there. We all know that. And how do you get eyes on a podcast? It's if you take something like your hometown, your local hometown, and you went out and did videos on, let's say Somerville, on the origin of Somerville, or some of the famous houses here, all this and that. I mean, it would be time consuming, but it says that draws more people in locally too, that and even regionally, that then reach out and watch your podcast, because it's something, I can relate to that, or I used to live there, etc. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm honest with you, there's nothing Ballard can post that's gonna draw people to his.
I mean, I've thought about posting these podcasts, whatever, these midday shows on a podcast channel, even some of my call-in shows.
Yeah.
Now I would have to edit some of the music out, like especially on the call-in show, because they won't monetize it if it's copyrighted, just like YouTube won't.
Scott, are there any successful podcasts that only do one episode a week?
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a number of them.
Actually, most of the biggest ones are either bi-weekly or weekly.
Yeah.
But most of those people are already famous for other reasons. You know what I mean?
I am going to start one. I'm going to wait until the off season so that I can get all my fuck ups out of the way while nobody's listening.
Well, Lou, I've told you this before. If you do a podcast, you should contact me and let me introduce you to our company. Because they're damn
my
good at
first
what they
problem,
do.
honestly, is I know how to sit here and record my voice onto the computer. After that, I have no idea what to do with it. I don't know how to get what I say onto a podcast. I've got no clue.
Well, they can show you all.
I mean, what do I do? Is create a Spotify account and just upload? I mean, I have no idea. Is it as easy as YouTube?
I think it is.
Honestly, I don't know all the wherewithal of putting the podcast.
I think it is. I think it is almost as easy as YouTube. Maybe a little. I mean, you're used to YouTube, so you can just hit upload and it's easy. But I don't think it's much more difficult to do it to Spotify or whatever. And I think you can set it up to where, when you upload it to one, it goes to all of them. It goes to Spotify, Apple, whatever all the major ones are. Yeah.
And see, we share in the monetization of the podcast. So we go out searching for advertising for your podcast.
Yeah.
And then we share the percentage of that. Where I think it's like, I don't know, 70-30 or 80-20, positive to your side of making money. So, yeah, if you ever decide to do it, man, you should let me know, and I'll turn you on to some of the people that do this. We had one of the big, and we're really trying to get into sports too. We're trying to open the door into sports. We got, what was the damn USC quarterback? Caleb Williams, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Caleb, we'll still do, I think, have Caleb Williams podcast, which drew a shitload of people.
Who's the biggest?
The only thing Lou has to do is sell Team Asshole hats, because those things are viral, dude. I got a lot of friends that begging me for my hat.
The reality is,
I know where I got it.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, I love YouTube. Obviously, I'm on it all the time. I listen to more hours of actual podcasts on podcast networks than I do watch YouTube videos.
Where do you listen to podcasts at? What app?
I listen on Spotify.
There's a number of them out there.
Yeah.
There's a number of different podcasts you can find apps for that. Who sits, I wonder, because I love Joe Rogan, but who sits and watches a Joe Rogan program for 3 freaking hours?
I will. Or even if I'm not watching, I'll listen to it.
Well, because he just had Billy Bob Thornton on.
Yeah, that was great interview.
Yeah, and Joe does a great interview, but it was 2 hours and 58 minutes.
Yeah, all of his podcasts are
Billy Bob Thornton.
All of his podcasts are 3 hours long, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. I mean,
now with us, the podcasts aren't that long. They're about 50 minutes in length.
Yeah.
So it's not. So that's not a lot of pressure on somebody who's the host of the podcast to come up with all this content for a show. Yeah. But
is that the guy from Landman?
He doesn't really have to. He doesn't have to worry about content. What?
Landman?
Yeah, Landman. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton, Landman.
Yeah, it's the new series is beginning this Sunday. Yeah.
See, what Rogan, he doesn't have to worry about making content necessarily. He just sits down and talks to people for 3 hours. I mean, outside of maybe researching who he's talking to a little bit, he's not performing. He's just sitting there having a conversation with people.
Right.
You know?
Right. And he does it damn well. He does a really good job at that. And he he can sit down with a damn physicist and talk to them just as well as he can talk to Billy Bob Thornton.
Well, because I'm
amazed by Joe Rogan.
He just listens. He doesn't try to interject and say, tell the physicist he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like interested to hear what they have to say, type of thing.
Right.
But
that's what I like about Joe. It seems like he's interviewing people with the intent on learning something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I already know everything, and you can't tell me. It's like they're not argumentative.
No,
he's just that he's as successful as he is. The way everybody loves arguments these days, but he's open to everybody's ideas, and he's never like, no, you're fucking wrong and I'm fucking right.
Yeah, he's just genuinely curious.
Yeah.
Now, he will call out somebody he thinks that if they're wrong, he will call out anyone and say, well, I'm not sure about that.
I'll tell you somebody else that doesn't have a podcast, but every time they're on somebody else's podcast, I can't wait to listen to him talk, and that's fucking Dana White.
Oh, yeah, I love Dana White, too.
I love Dana White.
Love that, man. I could listen to him talk about Las Vegas all day long.
He's banned from Vegas right now, isn't he?
Well, he's banned from the MGM.
No, he plays in Caesar's Palace 5 nights a week.
Well, yeah, he's banned from MGM.
Okay, he's banned from MGM.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're idiots because he used to have fights there. They banned him for gambling and winning, and then all of a sudden he just pulled the UFC fights from the MGM and moved them somewhere else. He's like, you fucking idiots.
He plays at Caesar's Palace, and then he plays at all the locals casinos like Red Rock and shit like that.
He's got some sort of traveling casino when he travels around the world and stuff. He's always on the road, that goes with him. And they'll set up
his own mobile casino.
Yeah, he's got his own mobile casinos. He's a degenerate gambler, but obviously he's a billionaire, so he's got the money.
Well, I just recently heard him talking about when he was at the White House during the ceremony of Trump being inducted, as president. That Obama, because people had asked him, said Obama turned to him and shook his hand, and people were asking, what did Obama say? Did he say something bad? He said, hell no, he didn't say anything bad to me. He said, congratulations on all your success. He said, and then people said, well, you wouldn't invite him to a UFC fight. He said, hell yeah, I would.
Sure he would.
I said, if the man called and said he wants to see a UFC fight, I said, come on.
People project their own problems with politicians on other people, like Dana White.
Right.
Did you see
He's not a divisive guy at all.
I mean, he likes Trump, but he that doesn't mean that he can't like Obama too. You know what I mean? I mean, you can like both people.
He showed that. Yeah.
But did you see the latest thing with Dana White? So there was a fighter that came out and said that he's been offered money to throw fights.
Yeah.
And Dana White was like, this fucking idiot shouldn't have came out and said that. The first thing I did was call the FBI. He's like, if you come out and tell us that people are offering you money to throw fights, the first person I'm calling is the FBI. And you're never going to fight in this league again.
How about the baseball players now? All the pictures, the picture for the Guardians? You hear this?
No.
He was throwing bad pitches?
I didn't hear about that, no.
Shit, that's the easiest to... it's always prop bets.
Yeah.
They're so easy. These people, the pitchers were saying, okay, my third pitch is going to be ball. And you can bet on it. And people were betting hundreds of thousands of dollars on his third pitch, and it was a ball every time.
That's crazy.
Bitch, man.
Well, you know what that means.
Games are obviously a lot harder to fix because just so many moving parts. But these prop bets, that's why they're banning prop bets in a lot of states.
Yeah, it'll probably
prize pick shit might be going away.
Yeah, well, we hope Sleeper doesn't go away, right?
Well, at least not till the end of the year. Putting food on the table right now.
Yeah, shout out to Sleeper and the for sponsoring the Uncle Lou show and the Lunch Money show on Monday at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeper throwing a lot of money down for you guys.
Not bad.
That's good. Good for him.
Austin says he should have called out Terrence Howard.
Some stupid fucking sausage company is giving me $1,000 per live stream.
Oh man.
Really?
I said this must be some expensive fucking sausage.
Damn.
What's the sausage?
Eckrich,
Yeah, I know who that is. I've seen that in the store.
Sausage.
the first 4 playoff games, $1,000 per game.
Are you gonna eat like a bratwurst on stream?
Actually, they're giving away. I'm giving away 2 tickets to the national championship.
What?
Damn, man, just give me some
Wow,
sausage.
Lou.
You can keep it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn.
I'll take
I
the
won't
sausage.
say I'm giving it away. Eckrich is giving it away. But you know, when you watch I'm not supposed to talk about it, but let's be real. Nobody's listening to this show.
Exactly.
Listen to that down.
There's only 37 people, and they won't tell anybody.
The first when the first touchdown is scored in each of the first 4 playoff games, you go to some eckrich.com/something website and you enter the time left in the quarter, and it enters you to win 2 tickets to the national championship game or something like that.
Where is the national championship this year?
Miami,
Is it?
I think.
Is it Miami? I thought it was Tampa. I
I
thought it
know
was
it's in
Tampa.
Vegas next year.
Yeah, we know it's in Vegas next year.
Oh my God, no! Really, in Vegas next year?
Yeah, and you know how we go to Vegas every January. Guess what month of the year the national championship's played in, Millis? You'll never guess.
I can guess. Y'all not coming back from Vegas on that one. Y'all just gonna be out there. Gonna be there.
I don't even care if we don't go. Just being out there during it will be fun.
Yeah, they do fan events and shit during the week, just like they do for the Super Bowl. There's shit we can go and do, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
because, you know, the tickets might be unaffordable, but it'll still be fun. And then we can, maybe we should go to Circa and watch the game.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There really ain't that many huge sport books on the strip anymore.
Look, you're gonna take out the stop sign.
Yeah. I guess Circa is the only real one. I mean, the only one that's worth going to.
Circa's got a big one. MGM Grand, I know, has a big one that I've seen.
Circa's the biggest one I've seen yet.
Yeah.
I guess the Golden Nugget doesn't have one at all, huh?
Planet Hollywood basically some bar with some TVs in it.
Oh, yeah.
Caesars isn't that big. I've never been to I don't know about the Bellagio. I don't know if they have a big one or not. I have no idea. Maybe something like the Venetian might have a nice one. I don't know.
It's weird. When we were in Biloxi earlier this year, we went to the Golden Nugget. The Golden Nugget was the nicest casino on that strip, but it wasn't even really close. And they had the biggest sports book in there too.
Yeah.
I think it was it Hard Rock? They had a DraftKings sports book, and it was pretty nice. But yeah, the Golden Nugget was the nicest. If I ever go back to Biloxi, I'm staying at the Golden Nugget. I've got myself a card now, so I'm a real degenerate. Golden Nugget card.
You get a free room there, you think, now?
I should. I gambled enough in there. I should get a free room. I haven't checked though. I don't know. I should.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, people aren't beating down the doors to go to Biloxi. They should be giving me free rooms if I'm gambling at all down there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Austin asked, was it a flamingo funded by a mafia family?
Yeah.
Of course it was. It was Bugsy Siegel.
Bugsy Siegel, yeah.
And Meyer Lansky, yeah. I mean, read the whole history of Vegas.
I love the flamingo. I mean,
I do too.
it's I don't know. Maybe I just like nostalgia or something.
Well, and the location too. There's not a better
Yeah.
location in all of Vegas to stay than the Flamingo. You're right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Caesar's literally right across, and the Bellagio and Paris beside you, and Planet Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really is a
You've got
great
that
location.
promenade that's right outside the doors of Flamingo. That's got like the cheaper restaurants and bars.
Yeah, you just
and
walk
shit
out the
like-
side door, and you got right there's the link and a bunch of restaurants.
Yeah, Harrah's right next to
Harrah's, yeah.
that piano bar and the karaoke. We got to do that again. We should do the same thing. Go get drunk at the karaoke bar and then run it up on roulette just like we did last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we own that roulette table for like 3 hours.
Yeah, we did.
I think you should go to the plastic horse machine and do that.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be on that.
That's a
Plastic
given.
horse.
Yeah, I'll be playing that.
Pete, how are you doing with the bookie this week? Are you making money?
I think I'm up, what is it, 20 or 30 bucks.
Speaking of that,
Losing
Lou,
like 1,500.
I'm thinking about, I'm going to wait till probably kickoff. I might lay a bunch of money on Clemson tonight.
Oh, really?
I already bet Clemson. I bet Clemson tonight.
Did you?
3, I think.
Yeah, it's 2.5
Lose?
now.
Lou, Georgia, Texas. What do you think?
I'm not betting on it, but I think Georgia wins the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they win by a couple of scores.
I'm kind of thinking that too. I am absolutely.
Yeah. They haven't played well on the road at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost at Florida. They went to overtime at Kentucky and Mississippi State.
Mhm.
We beat all 3 of those teams and blew 2 of them out.
I just want to see. I want us to beat the shit out of them, so that top 10 of Texas goes floundering down, and they're not even in the damn top 25.
I don't understand why people are saying if Texas goes 9-3, they're going to get in. I don't think they will.
No, they won't.
should. Loss to Florida is bad, and it's not like they've looked great outside of that loss to Florida. I mean, other than the first 3 quarters against Vanderbilt, they've looked like shit all year.
Yeah, especially if they lose bad this week. Who else do they have after Georgia?
Texas A&M last week of the season.
They're going to lose that one. So yeah,
Yep.
they're not one.
Anybody's getting in at 9-3.
Now, if they beat both Georgia and Texas A&M, then I would be willing to say they're one of the best 12 teams in the country. But outside of that, then they're not. No.
They're not beating A&M. The only way they beat A&M is if A&M misses the bus and doesn't show up for the game.
If Duke wins the ACC,
No way.
is ACC getting left out of the playoffs?
No. Do you think so?
It's possible James Madison and South Florida get in ahead of Duke.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's a scenario where at least one ACC team doesn't get in. I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't think that's going to happen.
ACC had 3 last year, didn't they?
2.
2.
Clemson and SMU.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 teams that played in the ACC championship game.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta go, guys.
All right, see you later, Scott.
Yeah, have a great
Thanks,
weekend.
Scott. See you, buddy.
Bird with teeth got their teeth knocked out by cow. Yeah, so I guess they look like Tennessee fans with 3 teeth instead of 5.
They look like Jeff Brom's been interviewing.
Jeff Brom to Arkansas? Is that what you're saying?
Could be.
Damn. Nah.
I don't think he'll leave.
No, I don't know why he would.
I
I think honestly, Louisville right now is one of the better programs and more stable programs in the ACC. I don't know why he'd leave there. Plus, that's his alma mater.
Right.
How much is he getting paid?
If he's not getting paid $10 million, he will be before this year.
I think so
because
too. Yeah.
they're gonna have to do that to keep it. $10 million has become like the minimum wage.
Yeah,
almost.
10 million's the new 5 million.
If you have a coach you like, it's going to cost you $10 million a year.
Yeah, it used to be the number, like, 10 years ago, that number was 5 million. Now it's 10. It's doubled,
Yeah.
at least.
Really, really good, you're making 13, 14, or 15. But even if you're Brom or Brent Keat or Eli Drinkwitz,
Yeah.
it's going to cost $10 million for those schools to keep those coaches.
I don't understand all the hate for Eli Drinkowitz that I see. With all these job openings, every school's like, I don't want that dork. It's like, well, I mean, the guy's won back-to-back 10-win seasons at Missouri. I mean, who's done that in the past 30 years? Nobody.
Yeah, I agree with those other people.
You do?
I think he's the overrated coach in the country.
Oh, all right.
They don't beat anybody. They had a great schedule draw the last 2 years in the SEC, but they lost every ranked team they played outside of Ohio State.
Well, they're Missouri. We're not talking about, I mean, he's winning games at Missouri.
Yeah, against Vandy in South Carolina.
All right, well,
He's winless against Georgia, Bama, Texas A&M, LSU, Tennessee.
I know Carolina Jackpot hates him because I've never seen somebody hate Missouri as much as Carolina Jackpot.
Yeah,
Ever.
And he's always talking about that Missouri podcast that nobody's ever heard of except for him.
And what's that called again, Jackpot?
Like, no one's ever heard it. Jackpot talks about that on and on and on. I'm like, bro, no one has ever heard of that except for you. The Mazodcast? What the fuck?
What's it called? The Mazah Pass cast?
The Mazodcast.
Oh, God.
He calls in and talks to him and all kinds of shit. I don't know who they
Oh, is that
are.
hold on. Now, that's the one where he calls in and they have an answering machine
Yes.
and you can leave him a message like any time of the day.
Yes.
And Jackpot, like during the South Carolina games, he gets shit-faced and he just calls in and does a 10-minute rant on the fucking answering machine.
Yeah, like South Carolina will be playing like Texas A&M, and for no reason he'll go on some Missouri rant, and then he'll call the Mazodcast answering machine and leave them a message.
Well,
Uh,
he's gonna blow a gasket someday. Jackpot's, he's gonna blow a gasket one of these days. He gets way too wound up over this football stuff.
I've seen when, guys they get drunk and do that to their ex-girlfriends, like, answering machine, but never on Mazodcast.
That's hilarious, though. I'd love to tap into that machine one time just to hear what some of his messages
That's
are.
actually not a bad idea. Just set up a little answering machine so people could just, instead of typing in the comments section, they just call, and just leave you a shitty message.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Lou, imagine waking up every morning and checking the Uncle Lou answering machine.
Oh, God. You know how YouTube will automatically hide what they think is offensive comments?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the YouTube Studio app, if you go to the comments section in your YouTube Studio app, there's a filter. You can filter the comments different ways. One of the ways you can filter the comments is by what they call held messages, HELD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
People type, but they don't ever show up in the regular comments section. You should see some of the fucking messages in my held comments.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I ought to start doing videos just about the held comment.
That would be hilarious, dude. That'd be good. You should do that. That would be funny.
People are really angry.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot. College football has some passionate fans, no matter what team it is.
Well, there's a difference between being passionate and just completely retarded.
Well, yeah, that's true. Them's facts. But, college football just seems to draw them in as a sport. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it just makes me concerned about the mentality of people in general.
It's like that LSU fan that was telling me that Brian Kelly should not get paid his buyout because of karma. Like, what? Yeah, buddy.
Karma.
You take karma to a judge and see how that works out for you.
Right. Yeah, that won't work out too good.
No.
They need to just pay Brian Kelly, and then he'll go away. They owe him the money.
Well, he's already gone away, but yeah, we're going to have to pay him.
Well, you know what I mean.
Whether they like it or not.
They need to pay it. I think they're going to lose. You know, Brian Kelly's going to win the suit.
Well, most breach of contract lawsuits are pretty open and shut. There's not a whole lot of those that go the other way, you know.
Yeah, they're going to wind up paying it, and it's just going to cost them more to fight it. And so, and you know, it looks really bad on them as far as finding a new coach. And
Well,
they're not.
Kiffin, you're trying to decide between LSU and Florida. This makes Florida look a lot more appealing.
That's exactly what I said in my video. I was like, if you're Lane Kiffin or any other big name coach, why would you go there if they're not going to honor the contract? And the answer is you wouldn't.
Lane Kiffin, I'm already not looking at LSU just because of it being in the news. I would already be, you know, not on LSU train if I'm in Lane Kiffin's spot. I'm already not considering LSU, no matter what they offer.
I actually think LSU is a better job, but now it's not.
It might be, but I mean, if they offer him $100 million, and then if they renege on the buyout and get away with it, then they're going to do the same thing with Kiffin as they did with BK.
Yeah, they're not going to get away with it.
Go for that. He's not an idiot.
They're not going to get away with it. Does anybody really think there's a scenario where Brian Kelly just gets shafted and walks away with nothing? No.
I'm sure there's people out there who think that.
Well, they hope that. They don't think it.
No.
If they think it, they're not thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Amen. But I don't know. What are you guys doing on Turkey Day? Y'all taking off, or y'all got family coming over?
I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta go.
All right. See you later, Lou.
Bye.
See you, Lou. Are you guys going up and visiting Mrs. Pete's family on Thanksgiving, Pete?
No. She's got family here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming over here early in Thanksgiving, and then we're going over to my family's later that day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we do 2 Thanksgivings every year.
Right. I get invited to my older sisters every year, but I never go because my family winds up in these political debates on Thanksgiving.
That's why we have ours separated. That same reason.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
I don't care to do that. I usually just, I used to go to the truck stop every year and have Thanksgiving with the drivers.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to be with my girlfriend and go to her family's thing this year.
Yeah. I'd prefer to have one big Thanksgiving with both my and her family, but unfortunately there's family members on my side and her side who can't just enjoy the holiday without arguing about Trump or whatever. So we have to separate them.
Yeah,
it's
so
pretty sad, actually.
I've skipped many years, and then when Susie would send me the invite, I would be like, okay, this is going to be the year where we don't argue. And then I go, and guess what? I wind up leaving before we eat because they wind up in these discussions, and for some reason they like to ask me what my opinion is, and my opinion is I don't have an opinion. I don't want to talk about it. You know, can we talk about some turkey and dressing?
Yeah, something.
You know, some mimosas or something.
See, but at least you can leave. It's in my house. I can't leave my own house.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I can, but that would be weird to leave my own house. Do we have a kids' table and a
girl?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's a great family. They don't get real political and stuff. And I also have a brother-in-law who is a monstrous, rabid Gamecock fan, and I can't talk about football with this guy.
Oh, no.
All he talks about is Carolina, and he graduated from Carolina back in the 70s, and, you know, I can't even mention football when I'm around him.
Damn.
Because
So he graduated in the 70s. So how old is he? He's in his, what is he, like 60?
well, he would be like 70 or 71.
He's
right
70,
Now. He graduated in 74.
I mean, I'd be like he's lived 70 years and still hasn't seen South Carolina win anything. So I guess I would be upset too.
And, well, I think he was going to school at Carolina when they won the ACC in '69.
Oh yeah.
He was at school there then, I
Damn.
believe. But he's worse than 10 Octavians.
He's Jackpot said he sounds like good people. He's Millis just said he's worse than Octavian.
He's Octavian tenfold.
He's the Octavian version of South Carolina. Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? He should start a YouTube channel.
That would be actually probably amazing if he did that.
Yeah, it should be. It would be.
Mike has no interest in social media, period.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. But every year Carolina's going to do this and going to do that. You know, they had the Steve Tannehill years, and then the Steve Spurrier years, and he's still piggybacking off of that shit from decades ago.
Old Tannehill.
Yep.
He was entertaining. Tannehill was. I kind of liked him. Also Connor Shaw, I really liked.
Tannehill did what he said he was going to do. He said, if you start me on quarterback, I'll win the first 4 games, and he did.
Yeah.
And he was a good quarterback at South Carolina.
I think Connor Shaw is the best quarterback for South Carolina in my lifetime.
I would probably agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, he just was a killer. He just had he had whatever that it factor, the untangible winner. That's what he was.
Yeah. He had the mojo.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really make it in the NFL because I just don't think he was skilled enough. But in college, he was an absolute beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who was the running back they had from Burns High School? I can't remember his name. Was it Marcus? No.
Lattimore?
What was his name? Lattimore? Was it Marcus Lattimore?
I think so.
Wasn't he at Carolina?
Yeah, he was in South Carolina. He had a bad.
He had an injury.
Yeah, I think he snapped his leg in half or something. It pretty much ended his career.
Yeah.
Snapped his leg in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's coaching somewhere down around Batesburg or something like that now. Bishopville or something. He's a coach somewhere, I thought. He was pretty good at Carolina.
Yeah.
We've been sitting here since 8 o'clock, have not moved, about 6 of us.
Really?
Nope, we ain't moved a bit. We've been on the clock since 7:30. We got here about 8 o'clock, and here comes another one. We're just sitting here. I don't know how they're making any money, but there's about 7 trucks here, and we've been here since 8 o'clock. They're paying us $100 an hour.
Hey. You get paid $100 an hour to sit. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm not burning fuel either, so I'm not mad.
I hear you.
Well, I would like to go get some lunch.
I've never been paid $100 an hour to sit and do nothing. That sounds.
We're supposed to be hauling shit, but we're not hauling nothing.
Well, that's not your fault,
I
right?
don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Do what?
That's not your fault, though.
No, it's not my fault. I'm on the clock. Until somebody comes and signs me out, we're getting paid.
Hey.
You got 7 trucks been here, going on 5 hours now. And so that's $4,500 they've already lost.
Damn.
And we don't even know why. The crew is one of the newer crews. That's all I know. I don't know if the machines are broke or what, but usually if one of the machines breaks, they just bring out another machine.
Speaking of getting paid, I actually have to get off here. I got to take my son's got early out today. I got to take him to work.
Yeah.
So I got to go.
It was nice hanging out with you. Appreciate you being on my show last night.
Yeah, we came on and talked about the moon landing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or the lack thereof.
Well, you have a great weekend, my man, and I'll see you. When are you streaming?
Tonight.
Tomorrow? Oh, you're streaming tonight?
Yeah, Clemson plays tonight at 7:30.
Okay, well, I'll come hang out in the chat for that.
All right. See you later, Millis. Have a good one.
Have a good one, my friend.
All right. Yeah, that's going to do it for me as well, guys. Like I said, I'll be back tonight, probably around 7 or 7:15-ish. Of course, not on this channel, on the Pigskin Pete channel. And we'll watch the games that are on tonight. What are they again? There's 2 of them: Clemson and Louisville, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, Minnesota and Oregon. Those are the 2 games tonight. But yeah, we'll start with Clemson and Louisville at 7:30. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tonight. Have a great rest of your Friday. Thanks for tuning in.